Welcome back, everybody, to the NBA 2K23 MyNBA Expansion series with the Vancouver Woodsmen. And today, we start off 62 games into our season, so we have 20 games left, which means 2 episodes and 10 games each. So today, we're going to get through this game against Charlotte, but we're going to watch the game on the road against the Lakers, because we have already watched a Hornets game like semi-recently, if I recall correctly. Maybe I'm just completely off base there, but I want to watch this Lakers game instead of the Hornets one because it's in conference, it matters more, and we'll get through that game. Then we'll sim these 3 afterwards, of course, and the ones before that as well. Next episode, we won't finish the year against the Rockets. We're going to probably do it against the Raptors or the Thunder. Probably the Thunder more so than the Raptors, I think, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, 20 games left. We are currently 37-25, and we're still trying to figure out how to play better basketball at home. We have been pretty good away, but I wanted to make one change, and this is probably going to be more so just for this episode, and then we'll change it for next episode. So my game plan right now is for these 10 games to put in Azette over Herb Jones. Herb Jones is no longer cold, but he was prior to this day. He was cold, but he's not an offensive player. He's a just straight up defensive guy. But I kind of want to see what Azette can do. 10 games, we give him 27 minutes off the bench because, look, Herb Jones, not going to give you a whole lot on offense, but he will give you a lot on defense, locking down players. Azette, not known for his defense, but I want to see what he can do offensively in pretty much starter level minutes, because maybe that's the key to winning the games. We want to get our offense a bit better. It's not where it needs to be, I don't think. I also want to give a bit more minutes to the starters to kind of end the season. And I want to give more to Rivers as well. So we'll play the starters a bit more. We'll play Azette as our 6th man. We'll give Herb Jones 10 games off and see how he does in the episode. And we'll keep everything else as is. And we'll see if that helps. So here we go. So we have simmed the 6 games prior to our game against LA. And we do go 2-4. Definitely not what I wanted. We had 2 very close losses here. We got blown out twice, and we blew out one team and won a close game against another one. So we're 39-29, and it's time to see, did Azette play well? And if not, is it kind of his fault that we lost? Was putting him in a mistake? Let's find out. So first, we got blown out at home against the Warriors. 134-108. Desmond Bane, 18 points, 5 for 10. Rivers, 18. Wellington, 15. Anderson, only 15. Turner, 10. Nobody played lights out for us. Azette had 9 points off the bench, 4 for 10 from the field. Also had 4 boards, 3 assists. Those matter. That's for sure. But look at these turnovers, man. 26 turnovers in this game. Why so many? Miles Turner had 6 of them. Wellington had 4. Bane had 4. Smalls had 4. Fredrickson had 3. Anderson had 3. What is going on here? The Warriors only had 12 turnovers, and they also had 25 points from Jonathan Kuminga, 22 and 11 from James Wiseman. They had lots of guys score double figures. Steph had a double-double. Will Holland's a double-double. And we shot not terribly. We could have won shooting like that. But we just didn't. We turned the ball over way too much. That definitely led to some points. They had 18 steals. How? Then we took down a very bad Knicks team at home. We won by 5, coming back in the 4th quarter to win 120-115. Anderson drops 26, and he shot very well. Rivers drops 24 and 7. He shot well. Miles Turner, 14 points, 7 boards. Desmond Bane, 13, 10 and 6. The Knicks had 27 for RJ Barrett, 21 for Brunson, 18 for BI. And how is that team bad? They have RJ Barrett, Brunson, and BI. I guess there's just no defense being played over there. but we come out on top. Both teams shot very well. It was a high-scoring game, and we had 20 turnovers again. They had 16. Then we lost to the 45 and 26 Cavaliers. They're insane. Mobley with 34 and 11. They came back in the fourth quarter and won. They were down by, I think, 7 at the start of the fourth quarter, and they win by 4. Garland 24 and 10. Cole Anthony 21. The Woodsmen had 17 for Anderson, who led us in scoring. 15 for Rivers. Shot poorly. 15 and 10 for Azette. 5 for 12 shooting. That's pretty solid. 10 boards for him is actually pretty good. Desmond Bane 13 points. Wellington 12. Rich Smalls 5 assists, but also 5 turnovers. We had 15 as a team. We shot 40% and barely lost. They had more free throws, but both teams 15 turnovers. That's probably like a league average. After that, we clobbered the Timberwolves, who, as we know, are terrible. We destroyed them, putting up 130. Rudy Gobert had 21 and 10. Wendell Moore had 14. Andrews 14. Jukic 12. The Woodsman had 26 for Desmond Bane. Good bounce back game for him. Rivers 29 and 5. Azette 20 points. Okay, off the bench, 7 for 10, like that. 14 for Anderson. I want to see more consistent play from him. Definitely has not been consistent the last couple of episodes. Turner 14 and 9, Smalls 10 points, and this was just a straight up good game by us. We won. 13 turnovers to their 16, which I think is a solid number to be at. But then the 41 and 26 Pacers blew us out on their home court by 23. Anunoby 24, Fultz 21. Halliburton and Hart both scored 20. They just destroyed us. Bane with 28 points. Anderson 16. Did not shoot very well. Rivers 14 points. Smith 13. Turner 10 and 12. Azette 2 points. 1 for 4 from the field. I definitely have liked his offense more than I'm not liking it. So I'm not going to pin the blame on Azette for any of these losses, really. Or just this bad stretch of basketball that we got going on. But 19 turnovers to their 13. 19 is a pretty high number. So that's a couple of games now where turnovers are pretty high. And now we come off a game in which we lost by only 1 to the 44 and 24 Orlando Magic. Wagner drops 31. Suggs 18. Ben Caro 14 and 11. The Woodsman had 36 from Rivers. That's got to be what? Is that a career high? I don't think it is, but it could be. No, that is his career high. 36 points. Shot 13 for 18 from the field. I kind of want to compare this year to last year for him. How has he improved? He's gone, so let's see, minutes per game from 30 to 32. Points per game up by 1. Rebounds per game up by 2. Assists are pretty much the same, as are steals and blocks, and turnovers actually down. He's shooting a bit better in total, and he's shooting like 3% better from downtown. Also 3% better from the free throw line. So he's improved. He's played a lot better. I do want his percentage to go up a little bit in terms of shooting, but he's been very, very good. I want to keep him around. Anderson had 16 points. Still, these last couple of weeks definitely has not been scoring as much as he did to start the season. Curious as to why that is. But is that not shooting very well this game? Wellington not shooting very well. Turner 10 and 14. Okay. They only had 13 turnovers, which is nice to see. Only allowed 20 points in the paint, which is also pretty good for us. So that's not a bad loss, but it is a bad loss when you're 4-6 in your last 10 games. So we're taking on the Lakers today, and they're 28 and 39. So that we should be winning this game by all accounts. If we lose this game, I'm gonna be even more worried. But they've got Anthony Davis and injured Jaylen Brown, who probably won't play, but we'll see about that. They got Isaiah Jackson, Lamont Porter, Sam Harvey, Julio Cunningham, DiVincenzo. They have a couple of young players in here around a couple of veteran talents. So a younger team, but we'll see how we do against them. Before we start, though, a couple of things. First, as of right now, the pick that we got was from Dallas, and their current lottery odds with that pick are the 7th highest. So we'll see how it goes. We are kind of hoping for Dallas to really crap the bed the rest of the way. Also, for some team stats, right now we have the 23rd best offense in terms of points per game. For points allowed per game, we have the 3rd best defense. Our field goal percentage is 22nd. Our 3-point percentage is 38%, which is good for about 7th in the entire league, so I'm proud of that. And free throws, we are 24th. For boards per game, we are currently middle of the pack at 15th. And assists per game, we're currently second to last, only behind the Sound. And apparently for turnovers per game, we actually are the 4th best team in that. So 29th is not correct. It's sorting by the highest to lowest number. But we are the 4th best team in terms of taking care of the ball. But back to our showcase matchup. We are starting Wellington, Bain, Anderson, Rivers, and Turner. The Lakers will start Lamont Porter, DiVincenzo, Troy Brown Jr., Sam Harvey, and AD. We theoretically should be blowing them out this game because their starters are really not good compared to ours, I think. Here we are in Los Angeles, California, Crypto.com Arena. Turner wins the tip, and here we go. This should be a game in which the Woodsmen get back on track, we get a win, and hopefully we can find our old winning ways the rest of the season as Wellington scores plus the foul. Troy Brown trying to draw the charge, and instead it's called for a blocking foul. That's a good start for us. And Wellington misses the free throw. We're already doing this. Really. Davis lost the ball. Turner fighting with Harvey to get to it. He eventually corrals it. And then Bain gets a steal. Rivers tipped the pass. And good start on defense too. Bain's below the rim. He will fire and score. And Vancouver is up 4-0. Also, I do have one question to propose to you guys. Do you think that the playbook is playing any sort of role in why the team's not playing as well? Maybe the playbook is actually negatively affecting what we're seeing. It's possible. It's kind of hard to diagnose if that's the case, but I guess watch this game, see for yourself, see what plays work, what plays don't, and see if we call some plays too much that aren't working, and then we'll go from there. Wellington spinning, firing, missing the shot. That's one of those shots that you don't want to take very often. DiVincenzo with the shot clock winding down, hands off to Davis. They called a foul there? That was clean. There's foul number 1. If we have more than 18 fouls, then we'll have to question the averages for our team for this season. But AD goes 1 for 2. That's like a first against us. Someone not hitting both free throws. That's new. Wellington over the top to Turner. A beautiful feed, and he posterizes Davis. So actually just kind of swam out of the way there once he saw that Turner was going to dunk that one in. But that's a good pass. I want to see more passing from Wellington because I really do want him. I want him to be the guy that can score when he has to, but also facilitates the basketball to Anderson, Rivers, Bain. So that's what I'm looking for from him. DiVincenzo spots up and misses. Bain to Anderson, wide open 3. That one drops. Vancouver up 9-1. LA still trying to find their first actual field goal. Davis. What was that shot? How does that go in? Seriously, how? What is this? Here's a replay for you. What in the world? Bain has it. He goes to Rivers. Mid-range jumper. He's the best at those on our team, but that one is off the mark. On the defensive end, Porter for 3 off the mark as well. Bain steps back for 3, fires, and missed it. AD in the paint against Bain, drawing a foul, as AD does. First one is off the mark. Davis having a rough start at the charity stripe tonight as he is now 1 for 4. Bain crosses the court. Sanderson won't go to him. Instead, it's Wellington spotting up for a 3, but overshot that one. But then Bain gets a steal on the other end off of Porter. He just lost the handle. Turner for 3. Can he knock one down? Yes, he can. Porter steps back, pulls the trigger and missed the shot, but Davis is there on the offensive glass. Wellington, nice feed to Turner, who draws the foul on Davis. That one looked kind of clean too. Trying to be completely objective here in that, but that looked pretty clean. But I guess we'll take it, right? It's points. And Turner goes 1 for 2, please. A screen for Porter. He fires, and this time it's good. Screen from Turner. Wellington back to him. Wide open 3, and he missed it, but Rivers is there to put it back in. Great job on the offensive boards. AD stepping back at the elbow, but not shooting until now, and he draws another foul. It's the second on Turner. How many free throws is this guy going to have this game? And will he keep on missing? Not this time. He goes 2 for 2. As Turner does take a seat, Fredrickson checks in. So we'll see how this plays out for about 1 play or 2. Rivers against Isaiah Jackson, spinning a couple of times, finding some space, but just missing at the rim. Oh, it was right there. AD, mid-range jumper, off the mark. Rivers gets the board. We'll watch one more offensive play before we sim ahead. Anderson into a shot, missed it. Don't love that idea. So we have simmed ahead, and apparently Troy Brown has 3 free throws. And we also have only 22 points with 7:14 to go in the first half. Is this team in trouble? Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like we are getting worse in the second half of the season as we approach the playoffs. And they now have 10 more free throws than we do, and we're 1 for 4. Anderson for 3. That one drops. That's a big help. But 25 points at this stage in the game cannot be happening. We should have like 40 by now. We had 17 first quarter points. After that great of a start, we scored 1 basket once we simmed. Are you kidding me? That's gotta change. And right now, it's like the offense clearly is the issue. The defense has been good for most of the games, and I'm not seeing the offense improve like game by game. We're actually getting worse game by game, if you can believe that. So I'm definitely having issues trying to diagnose what our issues are offensively. Like, obviously we have a couple of times where we're taking bad shots, but that's going to happen every game. You're never going to have a game where you're not taking some bad shots. So are we taking too many of them? Personally, yes. But also, what are we doing aside from taking those bad shots that is resulting in those bad shots? What are we doing wrong? That's what we have to figure out. So it's going to be tough to figure it out with this episode and one after this one before the playoffs. So hopefully we can find some kind of answer here as Turner gets that offensive board and stuffs it back in. But 33% from the field, man. I feel like every game it just gets worse. DiVincenzo driving, missing. Wellington there on the stop. Anderson off the feed from Wellington. Knocks it down again from deep. If we can just get him going. I say it every game. If we just get him going, we're probably going to win the game. It's just how it goes. DiVincenzo under 5 to play in the half. The shot clock's winding down. He pump fakes, got Bane up in the air, and then he scores. So good move by him. Lakers in front 31-30. Wellington off the screen. Fires from deep. I don't love that shot either. He's going to take a few of those each game. That's just how he plays. He's 2 for 8 though, and that's, you know, hopefully going to get better. And now, ball jarred loose by Wellington. He gets the steal. Anderson steps back and takes a bad shot in transition. That's just a bad shot. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. One-on-one with DiVincenzo and just pulling up in his face. That's got to be a different shot, to be honest with you. Porter pulls up and misfires from deep. Neither team playing all too well. Are we going to go into halftime with both teams less than 40 points? That 3 go. No, not a 3, but a 2 there for Wellington. Nice shot. Porter off the screen from Keita for 3. It's off the mark. Can Vancouver add to the lead? Wellington has it. He'll fade away again and hit another mid-range jumper. Nice shot. Going to Porter. He steps back and fires. This guy loves to shoot, and he's not going to shoot it very well, apparently, in this game at least. Anderson will take it himself. Almost scoring, but not. The foul is called against Isaiah Jackson, though. Free throws for Anderson. First one is off the mark. Somebody just go 2 for 2. Usually it's Anderson, but today, no. As we move him to power forward, Zet comes in. Smith checks in. Dosunmu and Small's also in there. So kind of a small lineup for us out there. Harvey for a 3 in the corner. That one drops for the Lakers. Anderson finding a spot to fire, and he knocks it down. Yes, sir. Porter has some space. Fires and misses. It's been the same play like 5 times in a row for them. Anderson hands off to Azette. He could shoot if he wanted to. He will now off the screen, and he missed the shot. Porter with it. Stopping. Not shooting this time. Instead, going out to Harvey. He goes to Julio Cunningham, who was taken in the top 5 of this most recent draft. Trent Brown now has the ball. He fires. That one is off the mark, but Valanciunas, the aging Valanciunas there on the offensive glass, and 2-point game under a minute to play, and a very, very low-scoring game. Dosunmu to Anderson. He fires. It's off the mark. Double screen for Porter. Fading away for 3. What is he, like 2 for 10? 38-36. Vancouver has the ball. Dosunmu pulls the trigger, mid-range jumper. That one falls. 4-point game. The Lakers have the last shot of this first half. Under 5. Porter. Just complete ball hog. And we're up 40-36 at halftime. What a stinker of a game. All right, about half of the third quarter left. Want to jump in and watch some minutes from our backups right now. We got Rich Smalls out there with Azette, Fredrickson, Dosunmu, and Rivers, who is our lone starter out there, as that shot is blocked out of bounds by Keita. But right now, Vancouver up 57-48. Small stripped, and the ball is stolen by Porter, so good defensive play there. Harvey pulls up and missed the shot. Tough break for the Lakers right there, but you've been talking a lot about, trying to diagnose the issues with this team right now. and, playing worse these last few months. And next episode, we're going to put Jones back in, let him ride out the last 10 games, and we're going to compare those to these 10 games with a Zet there. And we're going to see if there is any noticeable impact in those 10 games for each player, and what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what the team does better with each of those guys in is a nice take right there by Azet. Speak of the devil, good job right there. But I think doing that kind of thing with how much time we have left is probably our best bet to fix the issues before they become an issue in the playoffs. So we'll see how that goes. But Lamont Porter, 2 for 16. You gotta stop shooting, my guy. Just give it a rest. Rich Smalls fires for 3, and it's off the mark. Porter steps back, finds the open man for like the first time ever, and it actually works out. This game should not be this close. I gotta be honest. We should be blowing them out. Jalen Smith lays that one in. Good job. If we can just win by 20, I'll be okay. But if this game is going to be one of those down-to-the-wire ones, we're probably going to lose because we have not been good in those kinds of games this season. Porter launches a 3. Now he's 2 for 17. Azet, mid-range jumper with some space, but it's off target. He's only 2 for 6 in this game with 1 steal. Brown goes to Perry. Now back out to Keita, who fires a 3. Not the best idea from him. Fredrickson attacking, just throwing a shot up there. That's very ill-advised. Brown off the screen from Porter. Gets to the rim, lays that one in. Small's not even trying to put a hand up. Zet attacking, tough take, good defense by Perry. This right here has been a major issue. There are just sometimes every game where we barely score for like 4 to 5 minutes. That has been a constant with this team the entire series. Sunmu lobbs it, finds Azet, who was trying to go for Jalen Smith, but he just couldn't find it. It was just a bad pass, frankly. Sunmu, though, knocking this shot down. 8-point game, 63 to 55, with under 2 to play until the fourth quarter starts. Porter back to Harvey, top of the key. It's good. Sunmu, another mid-range jumper. This time it's off. The Lakers have a chance now to close this game to a 1-point game, or like a 1-score game, rather, if they hit a shot. Keita to Porter. 5 on the clock. He's going to shoot this. You know that. There it is. It's back iron. I got to see what this guy's stats are this year because, my God, he seems like the most infuriating player to watch. Sunmu spotting up for 3, and it rattles out. Man, we can't get anything going at all. Ooh, well, an offensive 3-second violation. Not sure who it was on LA, but that turns the ball over, and Turner has just checked back in for us. Smith to Smalls. He goes to Sunmu for a 3. That one drops. Sunmu has been impressive. What if we give him the amount of minutes that we've been giving Azet and Herb Jones? Maybe that also is a way to give us more offense. Because he has been playing pretty well this season. I've been saying it time and time again. He's been playing well. So he could earn a shot. Harvey for 3. Not this time, and the quarter ends with Vancouver in front 66 to 58. What a fun game.
58, the visiting team, 66.
So, Lamont Porter. Second season, 13.6 points per game, 6.2 assists, 1 steal, 2 turnovers, shooting 48%, 49% from the field, 44% from 3, 31 minutes per game. He's having a great season for a second-year player who was drafted second round. But today he's 2 for 18. Are there any other games like this? Because if there's not, that is just incredible how he's just putting up the worst stinker ever. I mean, these last 2 games, he dropped 27 each and shot incredibly well. So, when was his last actual bad game? 4 for 12, 8 points and a loss. That's probably going to be like one of his worst games of the season. 1 for 5, 1 for 7. 2 for 12, 3 for 13. I mean, there's a couple of those, but he's 2 for 18. 0 for 8 from 3. What happened? Anyways, it's the fourth quarter. 7:21 to go. Vancouver has the ball up by 12 at 65-77. Trying to close this game out. Bane for 3. There we go. Good start. Valanciunas goes to Davis for a corner 3. High arcing shot off the mark. We get to it. Chance for us to pad our lead right now as we are up by 15. Turner for 3. He's knocked a couple of those down today, and he won't change that either. I think he's now, 3 for 3 from downtown, at least that we've seen. I think they have 4 centers in right now. No, they have 5. They have an all-center lineup. What is happening right now? They've got Cunningham, Isaiah Jackson, AD, Valanciunas, and Keita. Aren't those all centers? What is this lineup? Hold on. They've got AD at center, Isaiah Jackson at center, Keita at center, Julio Cunningham at center, Valanciunas at center. Who's running point? What is happening? They have a couple of subs trying to come in, but good God, what are the Lakers doing? This is why they're so bad. Keita going to Valanciunas, now out to Cunningham. The jumper is good. Bane with the ball. Anderson cutting, and Valanciunas tips the pass out of bounds. Trying to give us that backdoor cut right at the rim, but it didn't work this time as they finally bring in some actual players. They take out AD with 5 to go. They leave in Isaiah Jackson and Valanciunas, and they bring in Porter, Brown, and DiVincenzo. Rivers for 3 off the pass. It's good. Isaiah Jackson has the ball. He goes to Porter. 5 seconds on the clock. He's going to shoot this. No, he goes to Jackson. Nice pass. Rivers trying to swat that ball from behind. But Jackson missed it either way, so we have it up by 19. Looking pretty good. Wellington crosses the court. And now just walking around. He goes to Anderson, who fires a 3, which rolls out of bounds. Lakers take over. Porter with the ball. Screen from Jackson. He shoots. He scores. Anderson taking it down low and then stepping out of bounds. Time counting down once again. Porter once again shooting and heading back on. 3 for 20. He's got the Mamba mentality, just not giving up. Just keep shooting until it goes in. And then when it goes in, you keep shooting. Rivers attacking and drawing the foul against Harvey. That's his first. Free throws for Vancouver. First one is good. Are we in for a 2 for 2 stint at the line? We are. It's a miracle. Porter, another shot. Knocks it down this time. But I bet the Lakers fans were all wanting those makes to go in before the fourth quarter, pal. Anderson fakes out the defender. That was actually just a cool move. Just faked him out, went the other way, and knocks down the open look after just squaring himself up. Just a good play. He's got 19. Harvey's having a pretty good day as well for LA. 5 on the clock. Bane fires the shot, but it's off. DiVincenzo for three. He had plenty of space. Can't knock it down. Harvey missed it after Wellington came over to help Rivers on defense. Good job. Rivers hands off to Wellington. Nice pass. Porter. Mid-range jumper. Starting to find his stroke at probably the least helpful moment. Down by 17 with a minute and a half left. Smalls, nice take right there. Trying to challenge Porter. Takes him down low, scores. We're back up to 46% shooting. So we have played better offense, especially this fourth quarter. Probably our best offensive quarter of the entire game. And we're probably still going to be under 100 points on the Knights, unfortunately. But the defense has played pretty well. The Lakers are a bad team, so we kind of expect to hold them to like 95, 100 points. But they actually were just awful. So, you know, we take a win where we can get them. Zet cuts, gets the pass, and dunks that one in. 96-75. Fredrickson against Valanciunas, just found a little bit of room, and he jams that one in. Good job. That's our last bucket of the game, and that's a pretty good highlight to end on. So Vancouver wins 98-75 on the road in LA. In spite of the offense, we win. The defense did not actually have to do all that much because Porter played all the defense that we needed to be played by missing every shot he took. So, can't say that our defense was, you know, great. I mean, it was a good job to hold on to 75 points, but I'm not sure we did too much work to do that. But I'm not worried about the defense. I'm worried about the offense, and this game only reinforced that, unfortunately. Vancouver picks up their 40th win of the year, and we hand the Lakers their 40th loss of the season. Harvey drops 18-8 for the Lakers. AD held to 12-10. Porter, 5 for 23. I've already said my piece about him. The Woodsmen shot better in every quarter after quarter one. We improved every quarter, but frankly, it's not enough. You have to be destroying this kind of a team. The Lakers are bad. They are a really bad team. We had to play better in that first half for me to feel good about this game and about this team at this stage. Anderson drops 19 points, only took 10 shots. Wellington 18 points on 17 shots, 3 assists, 3 turnovers. Bane 16 points, 6 for 12, only 11 for Rivers, 11 and 10 for Turner. Nobody was, you know, outstanding. Nobody to really put on a pedestal here. Only 12 turnovers. Good job there. We shot 48% by the end of things, which is pretty good. We shot well from beyond the arc as well. So happy with that. But again, you need more from the offense here. In a game like this against a bad team, you cannot be scoring less than 100 points against teams like this, to be honest. Even if you shoot poorly, that can't happen. So we have 3 games left to sim with a Zet in the lineup. We're currently through 7 games. Out of those 10, we are 3-4. So we could make up for it with a 3-game win streak. We have 2 home games, 1 road game. Let's watch it happen in real time. First, we beat the Kings. We beat the Nuggets. And of course, Wellington is hurt again. Sprained left knee. We'll probably only miss the game against the Hornets. Maybe might miss against the Celtics. We'll see. A couple of guys are playing well. But this gives a shot to Desudmu to play as the starting point guard. So we'll give him 32 minutes. And with him coming out, we're going to bring Jones back in for the rest of this stint. So we beat the Nuggets, playing the Hornets up next. We lose to them in a high-scoring game, and Wellington's back just like that. We'll have to see what happened there. But we'll switch Wellington and Sunmu. We'll switch to Sunmu and Zet. And I think I want to wrap up these last 10 games by giving Dosunmu these minutes instead of Jones. So we'll do this from here on out. But our next game was against the Kings. We beat them by 4 on our home court. Anderson drops 25, 9 for 18 shooting. Bane drops 18 points, 6 for 16. Azette 14, he shot well. Rivers 13 points, 5 for 12. The Kings had 22 from De'Aaron Fox, a double-double from Alperen Şengün. But we come out on top in a pretty basic game, nothing special about it. Just a pretty average game, and we actually forced 22 turnovers, only had 11, and that's pretty big. Then we took down the Nuggets by 4. They almost came back in the fourth quarter, but we did hold them off at the end of things. Anderson and Rivers both dropped 20 points on 16 shots. 9 boards for Rivers. Dosunmu had 13 points off the bench. Azette had 12. Smith had 11. Also, Azette had 7 turnovers. That's pretty bad. Turner had 5. Yeah, we had 22 in this game. Wellington only 3 points before he got hurt in this one. Jamal Murray 25 and 9 assists, 4 steals. Jokic 19 and 11. And we win again. We shot very well. They shot poorly, but our turnovers almost cost us the game. And the free throws for them as well did. They had 22 more free throws than we did. We had 4 free throws in total. What is that? Come on. And our last game was a regulation loss by 7 against the Hornets in Charlotte. 146 to 139. There was absolutely no defense being played except by Mark Williams, who had 4 blocks. LaMelo had 38, 7, and 12. Keldon Wilcox, who is becoming a really good player. Look at these last 5 games. 25, 28, 27, 30. This guy's been an absolute machine for the Hornets. 9 shooting badges. He's been really good. This is his first season. He's a rookie, averaging 19.8 points per game. He's having a better rookie year than Anderson did. And he was one of those players that we looked at way back that had that high potential. I think he was him and Anderson plus I think 2 or 3 of the newer players as well were the only guys to have A or higher potential for year 2 or year 1 players. So Wilcox is going to be a star. Anderson drops 26. Wendell Anderson drops 26 in his 3rd season. Mark Williams, as I said, 20 points, 8 boards, 4 blocks. The Woodsman had 27 for Desmond Bane. He shot very well. Anderson played well, had 24 points. Azette, 22, 8 for 10. I like how Azette's been playing. So, I mean, it's definitely not his fault, at least offensively, that we're losing these games. Rivers had 16. Smalls actually had 14, so good job there. We do lose. Only 8 turnovers. We forced 15 from them, but we still allowed 146 points. So maybe there was just not a lot of defense at all being played by either team. So in those 10 games, we go 5-5 with Azette in there. Our points per game pretty much stay the same. It's kind of hard for that to change at this point in the year, but I think it was 111.2, and it went up by 0.3 in those 10 games. We're still 12 games above 500. We are now tied with the Clippers for the 4 seed, but they have the advantage, I guess. So if we can just edge them out by like 1 game, we can get that 4 seed. I think we would have to play very poorly for us to put ourselves down to the 6 seed, and even worse to be a play-in team. So we're pretty much we have not even secured play-in or playoffs with 10 games left, but I think that we should be okay. We're 42-30. I think we're looking okay for that, but I'm still not satisfied with how we've played these last several episodes, obviously. So we end off with 10 games left on the schedule, and we're going to rock this lineup the rest of the way pretty much exactly. Wellington, Bane, Anderson, Rivers, Turner, all playing about 32, 33-ish per game, minutes per game. I will obviously increase that once the playoffs come around, and we're probably going to have to take a couple of guys out of our lineup here because we're going to play the guys that we need to, not all the guys that we want to play. We're going to play all the guys that we have to. And with lots of minutes per player as well. So we'll see who is going to make the cut for that at the end of next episode. But off the bench, we have Desumit playing about 27-ish minutes per game. Herb Jones, Smalls, Smith, and Fredrickson playing about 12 minutes per game. And we'll see about Azet. He's been playing very, very well in these 10 games. Let's see how he did. And just look at his stats straight up. He had 22 points, 8 for 10, 3 steals, no turnovers, 12 points, 4 steals, 7 turnovers, 6 for 8, 14 points, 5 for 7, 8 points, 4 for 9, 12 points, 4 for 13, 2 points, 1 for 4, 20 points, 7 for 10, 15 points, 10 boards, 5 for 12. And then prior to that, it was 6 points, 2 for 9, 9 points, 4 for 10. And before that, he was obviously sitting. So I'm not going to record next episode until this one goes out and I see y'all's comments. So let me know. Do we let Azet play these last 10 games as well? Because I'm open to it. Just depends on what y'all want as well. We could plan these last 10 games because, in my mind, he played very well overall these last 10 games. He played well. He proved that he does provide some important firepower offensively off the bench. And also, it's important for his development going into his last year of his rookie contract. So do we play Azet these last 10 games? That is what I ask you as we leave off with only 10 games left on our schedule. And then after that, we have playoffs. And one last thing I want to include here before we sign off is that next Thursday, I'm going to be gone for a while. Going to be gone for probably about a week. Maybe a bit less than that because of the holidays coming up. So this upcoming Thursday, I'm going to be gone for about a week. And only one video I think will go up during that time. Because the next video will go up prior to me leaving. And then I'll try and record the first episode of the playoffs before I leave. I'll have it scheduled to go up while I'm away. And then when I come back, I'll go from there and record the rest of the playoffs and so on and so forth. So during the holidays, probably just one episode. And then after that, it'll be okay. But yep, just a little update for you guys. So thanks for watching. Please comment down below. Your comments have a huge effect on how the series plays out and how we do things around here. So comment down below. Tell me your thoughts, and we'll see how we move forward with this team going forward. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, take care and go Woodsmen.